Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here. Welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 21 Villarreal career mode here. And today we've got a bit of an action-packed episode. We're going to be playing the first Europa League game against RB Leipzig. We're at home, so really, don't let them score and score as many as we can. We're also going to take on Sevilla in the Cup. It gives us an opportunity to progress further. It is the quarterfinals. I wouldn't mind trying to win this Cup, or at least go as far as possible. There could be a final on the cards in this Cup. Although, let's remember, this is probably the only final we got to. RB Leipzig are my bogey side. They're going to destroy us. We'll also try and get revenge against Real Betis, a side that did destroy us in this one as well. If you're new around here, hit subscribe. Smash the like button, boys. Let's get into it. Let's pick the team to take on Sevilla. Hopefully, get a victory. If you didn't see the last episode, go back and watch it. We did deadline day. There was a few changes. We did finally get our second North American. So the board, they adore me now. They love me. They think I'm the second coming of the greatest Villarreal managers they've ever had. Let's do the Sevilla game. It's not going to be an ideal situation here against Sevilla because everybody is absolutely knackered. So this is the team we've put together, but it's Mozo coming in for his first start, which is nice. But you'll see here, we've got some tired players, especially Paco Alcacer and Gerard Moreno, which I'm absolutely devastated about. I do want to go further in this cup, but the more tired the players are, the more likely they are to get injured. We also do have the injury slider up quite high because I don't think you get enough injuries in FIFA. I don't think it's realistic. There's been several saves where I've gone through an entire season without a single injury, and that's just not factual. This is the side that they're playing out there. Now, I know some of the team, we're doing Valencia, we're doing Sevilla on YouTube with Football Manager at the moment. It's nuts because we're doing so much with Spanish teams. We've got Valencia Master League on Twitch, this Villarreal save on FIFA, and then also a Sevilla save on Football Manager on the channel as well. If you haven't watched it, go check it out if you like Football Manager. But let's try and get a win here. This is a good side. They played well against us before. This is a good team. Let's try and get a win. Ooh, so we've got a debut as well for Sevilla in this one. Jonathan Vieira. Obviously, we've got Alan Mozo making his debut. So doesn't look like it's full-strength Sevilla. Looks like they've had to rotate a little bit as well, which makes me feel a tiny bit more confident because we don't have our usual front line. The plus side is when you've got a player as talented as Rafael Leao, who isn't one of your starting strikers, that's always going to benefit you. Well, we'll kick this one off. Luckily for us, we are at home. Nino and Leao, great opportunity for them. The rest of the boys really have played quite a bit of football in the team, so I'm not too worried. I'm just a little bit worried going forward. Let's see. I chose Nino instead of Ferreira just purely because he's scored quite a few goals for us already. And that's how I base my judgment. He's scored quite a few goals for us already. So that means he can play for us. Abora will start today as well. Go on, Nino. Make the run. I didn't time that well. I did not time that well. Valchik is there anyway, and then the offside will be given. Good edge there. Finds Zen Nazeri. They'll find Oliver Torres. We know all about Mr. Torres. He'll whip that in. That's going to be easy for Rulli. It is. Yeah, we know all about Torres. Had him at Bayer Leverkusen. Was really good for us as well. This is going to be Mozo's first touch of the football. He seems to be doing all right so far. I mean, he's only touched it once, so it'd be crazy if he wasn't doing all right so far, as he just gets cleaned out there. There's nothing given for that. Interesting. Absolutely cleaned out there in that situation, but no problem. Yannick Vestergaard is on the pitch, and that means one thing. We should be absolutely fine. Now, if we had Arbe there, that run is on all day long as we try and play in Danny Parejo. Yeah, Arbe would have got down that line nice and speedily. I don't have the same option with Moy Gomez, but Moy Gomez has scored goals this season, so I'm not going to complain too much. Oliver Torres now down that wing. Yuri B. Not just any Yuri. Yuri B. Good lad is Yuri B. They're piling forward now, though. Yannick Vestergaard was there. Campos, and there's no one to pull it back to. Luckily for us, Sevilla have started this very brightly, and I keep giving the football away. Nino now. Moy Gomez. Could we do too many options? Not too many options at all. They're closing us down so well. Rakitic will end up putting in the tackle in the end. I'm really struggling against them in this. And you've got to remember, we've gone to the 5-minute matches. Leao surely for 1-0. Oh, Valchik, what a bounced off his head. Valchik, what a save there. I don't know what he was doing in the end, but it's a good initial save, and that's the first nice bit of football that we've actually played. Maybe I could have hit that with Parejo, to be fair, but I've done that so often that I thought we'll make the extra pass. Maybe wasn't the right decision. Good save in the end, even though the aftermath was a little bit strange, but we have been decent from corners. So, Danny Parejo will whip this one in there. It's not a bad ball in. Valchik comes and collects it. Nice play from him. We'll try and recycle this now, though. Mozo. Nino. Oh, I spotted the run. Didn't play the pass in time, though, did I? Oh, that's lovely. Tailman, if he could have knocked it on. He's going to win it back, though. Tailman. Keep going. Keep going. We'll whip it. Oh, it's not a good ball, is it? It's not a good ball. I probably needed Leao to peel more to the back post, actually, in the end there, but it is what it is. Corner. Dangerous corner. As I mentioned, we're on 5-minute halves now, and a baller gets his head on it. It's not a very good head. It's not a very good header, sorry. There's nothing wrong with his head. Just wasn't a good header. But yeah, we're on 5-minute halves now. So we'll see what highlights we get from these and if they're good enough. I'm not going to judge it just on one game. We'll judge it on all three in this episode and see what we get out of them. But we might end up potentially going back to 6 minutes or maybe doing 6 minutes against the bigger sides, you know, the bigger games, and then doing 5 minutes against smaller teams. That could be an option that we take. Well, they're coming forward now. Lovely play. And Mozo gets there, and the keeper needs to get there on Rakitic. What's he doing? What is Mario Rulli doing there? Oh, my God. They're going to score just before half-time. Mozo does pretty well, to be fair to him. But then I just don't know what Rulli's doing. Just grab the ball. He's more likely to get the foul than to give away the penalty. Just grab it. Oh, my God. What a joke. And he's our starting goalkeeper at the moment. Rakitic with a goal. And this will be half-time. There we go. Half-time. 1-0 down against Sevilla. We haven't played great. There's been one opportunity, really. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in this second half. We need to up our game. Planning forward again now, Sevilla, and to be honest with you, if it looks like anyone in the second half is going to score, it's Sevilla at the start of this one. We've started it really flat again, just like we played in the last half, to be fair. It's just a carbon copy of that. Mike Gomez will do his best there to endeavour and get the ball back, and he will win the throw for us, actually. But yeah, it's been all them. They're outrunning us in midfield. I can't really craft any decent opportunities at the moment. They're pressing me as well. So they're pressing up high, which should give us space in behind, but it just doesn't feel like it is giving us. Or when it is giving us space in behind, we don't really have the players to, you know, take advantage of it. Go on, Leao. And I focused on Leao's run, and I didn't focus on what was going on. And we were about to be tackled. Marcus Acuna now will fire that one forward. Sevilla on the attack again. And I think they deserve this one at the moment on the grand scheme of play. Luckily, that's handball for us. Gadej now coming forward for Sevilla. Oliver Torres. He's just causing us all kinds of problems. I thought in the second half it might be us that caused them problems. It's not been. Nino now. Just doesn't have the legs, does he? He's not quick enough. Oh, if that ball makes it through, though, Leao would have been in. We haven't really crafted any good chances. We'll look at the shots at the end of the match, but it's been all them, really. I've got off to a sluggish start. First game of the day and all that, but usually we're a little bit better than this, and Vestergaard doing that there wasn't helpful, and Gomez, and this kind of land at Rulli's feet in the end, but you won't put it beyond Rulli for making a mistake. The ball out wasn't great either, and again the press from the opposition is causing me all kinds of problems. Leao does great there to get that back across. My Gomez will try and lift that one. It's to Tailman. Tailman's found Leao. He needed to not take a touch. I think he was offside anyway. Needed to not take a touch. We'll bring on Ferreira. Nino's not had a great game. Nino's been awful, to be fair. Coming forward again now. De Jong does great. Gomez. What a save from Rulli, though. That is massive. And then for some strange reason, Pau Torres decides, I don't want to run after that. This would be the opportunity if we're going to get one right now. Tailman. Well, I need better movement than this. Leao finally does make good movement. Rafael Leao to keep us in this. It's a terrible touch. Oh, my God. I just can't get any luck in this one. Leao's touch there. He's in. He's in. And it's awful. 0 shots for Villarreal in that second half. We were supposed to be the team putting on the pressure. We're out of the cup. And it's kind of just proved now that we can't rotate the squad like we did today. When we're missing those 2 key men up top, the team just does not tick. That was a terrible performance. Well, that's the cup dreams over. Now we focus on the league, I suppose, and the Europa League. Quarterfinals not too bad, to be fair. We did get quite far. It's just, one, the goal we conceded, the goalkeeper's mistake. Just pick the damn ball up. And 2, just we had nothing. It's showing these games, this congestion in this month, which is annoying because we just had like the winter break. The congestion here is ridiculous because you have the winter break and then we play 3 games in a week. And then the worst part is you play 3 games in a week and then you play again on Tuesday, and then we play again on Saturday again. So the lads are just absolutely knackered, and squad depth showed there. And we struggled. That was tough. Let's hopefully bounce back now against Betis. Full strength squad for the Betis game. That is what we like to see. Let's get our revenge against Betis, beating us 3-0 last time. I fancy us. It's overcast. Of course it's overcast. Let's get the win though, man. Well, the key thing is this man is back in the squad. Gerard Moreno, the top goal scorer in La Liga Santander with 16 goals. That kind of shows a reliance already on that man. Shows a reliance on the first team. The strength we've got in the first team is great. Do you know what was crazy is I felt like Tailman and Mike Gomez are similar. Neither are rapid. So usually we have one rapid winger on the pitch. We didn't in that game, and I struggled. I'll be honest, we really struggled. Chukwueze's back in for this one, and if we'd have had Arbe and Tailman, I think we'd have been fine. But there was loads of moments where we could have had a clean run down the left. Just couldn't do it. Mike Gomez just isn't as good in terms of his speed. He's certainly a better finisher of the football, though. We had a top-scoring team in the league as well. Only by a goal. Atletico Madrid are right behind us, but I mean, that's an achievement at this stage, right? I look purely, truly happy there on the sideline. We're at home for this one, and all I want to do is get my revenge. We're going to assess now if we need to play different formations against teams that pack the midfield. There's a lot to assess, isn't there? There's a lot to assess. The 5-minute halves as well. Oh, we don't want that. There has been an update. I don't know what the update did, but we'll see if it's had any effect on the game. And that is exactly what we couldn't do in the last match. Chukwueze now. Look at that. That turn of pace. I will fire it across to Mike Gomez. Capoue now. Back across to Mike Gomez. Moy will lift that to Gerard Moreno, who tries to knock it back across. But that's better already that we can get that kind of movement down the wing from Mr. Chukwueze. Fekir now, moving forward. I've got the ball wide to Emerson. Emerson's got nice footwork, hasn't he? Wow, Stepanenko! Well saved by Rulli. Oh, that was good footwork from Emerson, wasn't it? He was a nightmare to deal with. Capoue. Oh, we might have timed it right. We might have just timed that right. We did. Mike Gomez! There we go! 1-0 to the yellow submarine! Mike Gomez and the revenge is on the cards. And I've said it in this episode that he just can't do that. We can't play that ball to him. He doesn't make the run, and he made the run. It's as if he could hear me. It was a lovely finish as well, though. He's scored a few this season. I've got no doubts about him when he gets in front of goal. It's just getting him in front of goal, but that was a great run from him, beating the offside trap as well. Half-time then. 1-0 to the good, thanks to Mr. Mike Gomez, and unexpectedly made an unbelievable run, and I will now continue to slag him off, because when I do slag him off, look at the runs he makes. 1-0 Villarreal, revenge is being served. Let's hope it keeps being served in the second half. Look, Capoue wins that back. Paco Alcacer now, though, needs help. That's a Capoue. I thought I'd found Chukwueze. Wasn't to be, but Capoue is going to find him anyway. Chukwueze now, they don't want to stand off him. Go on, Gerard. Moreno! Oh, his touch doesn't take him past his man. Oh, they've got an injury here of Betis to William Carvalho. That is a big one, because he's a fantastic player for them. He's solid in centre midfield. Really big fan of him. That's a bad injury for them to pick up. Really is. They'll be devastated about that. Let's see who they bring on. Let's see how the injury was caused as well. Oh, Capoue does. I mean, he wins the ball. He wins. It's fine. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. The injury wasn't our fault. Capoue wins the ball, so I don't care what none of you say. It's not our fault. It won't tell me who's come on until we've done the drop ball. Is it going to tell me who's come on? Okay, we've got the injury, and then the substitution is made. God, this game does dawdle on telling you what the sub is. William Carvalho off. Victor Camarasa on. There we go. Was that so difficult, game? I don't know why it couldn't have told me that while Camarasa was coming on the pitch, but yeah, it likes to keep stuff cryptic, does FIFA. Go on, Gerard. Oh, this could be beautiful. Gerard Moreno, it's got to be a good touch. Moreno gave himself a tight angle, though. He's good from tight angles. But that was a really difficult angle he gave himself after the touch, really. Well, giving it back to Capoue again. We're going to outnumber the mirror, I reckon. Capoue. Oh, he's played it. He's played it too late. He's played it too late. Offside. Gerard Moreno, of course, delivers the goal. But he was well offside. I needed to play it just a touch earlier. Just a touch earlier. Unlucky. Double sub for us here. On comes Leao for Paco Alcacer, and on comes Tailman for Chukwueze. Why not? Why not? I feel comfortable in this one. Leao will give us a little bit more pace up top to work alongside Moreno. That's the partnership that's worked best for Leao, has been him and Moreno, and that is not a good sign. Get up, Danny Parejo. Oh, that is not a good sign. That's a really bad sign. Hopefully, he's not looking good. He can run it off. We'll give him a few minutes to run it off. But that will be a big injury for us. Coming forward now. That's a nice chipped ball for Iglesias to make it 1-1. Danny Parejo's going to come off, and to be fair, he was a little bit of a loose hole there. We needed the help, and this is beautiful. What a goal that is. Well, the injuries rocked us a little bit there because there was a big hole left in the centre. When you've only got two centre midfielders on and one's injured and can't track back, it leaves a pretty big hole. And they just ran straight through that big hole, which was infuriating really there in the end, because I probably should have made this sub sooner. I didn't, because I wanted to see if he could run it off. And in the end, it's cost us. Let's try and make it not cost us again. That's an unbelievable ball forward. Luckily for us, Samakam is there, and all right. Okay. What is that? What was that reaction? Why would it not just let me kick the ball away? I was trying just to kick the ball away. Well, there you go. Real Betis are 2-1 up. I don't understand what's happened there. That's absolutely bollocks. Like, we've made the tackle. He's on the floor. I'm trying to kick the ball away. It's not giving us a free kick. Look, we just run around it. We just run around the ball. Oh, my God. Well, what an absolute joke that is, EA. Is that what the update's done? There's two players around the football while the man's on the floor. Either of them can kick it. I'm trying to kick it, and it just pure and simply won't let me. What kind of crap is that? Well, there we go, full time, and I'm absolutely fuming about that one. That second goal is a joke, right? We made the mistake. We should have taken Parejo off. We left a big gap in the middle for them to score the first goal. I'll take the blame for that. That second one's just bollocks. There's two defenders there, so both defenders that would have been marking the other player are trying to get to the ball. For some strange reason, both are there. Neither of them are allowed to touch it because there's just a field around him where it won't let me kick the ball, and then he passes it through and they score a goal. Bollocks. This game can be extremely enjoyable to play, but when there's crap like that happens, it just makes you wonder what EA are actually doing, because that's such a dumb mechanical thing. Oh, I need a minute. I'm absolutely fuming at that. It's a joke. All right, so we'll quick sim this game against Alaves, and hopefully we'll get a result, but we're in bad form, and usually when you're in bad form, the sim doesn't go your way, and there we go. We get a draw. No matter what really happened, then we get a draw. Parejo only got injured for 5 days, which is a bonus, so he didn't actually have any time not playing a game apart from the one game that we played against Betis. And now we'll go up against RB Leipzig on a terrible run of form and being screwed over by the game. Full strength squad for this one. We know already they're physical, they're athletic, they're a nightmare to deal with. They're playing free at the back. They should be difficult to break down. It's the away leg. Let's go out and just have a good performance in this episode. I mean, the performance against Betis was great until the 77th minute. When Parejo gets injured, we start having some issues in the centre of the park, which is fine. But let's just hope that this match is nice, because I want to end playing FIFA today on a good note. Well, not completely sure that we'll be able to go through against Leipzig. I've got to be honest. I know they're an extremely difficult side to deal with. I just want us to have a better performance. Although in that Betis game, it was a load of crap, what happened at the end of the match, we weren't unbelievable going forward. There were only a few moments. So let's create more moments in this one. Let's be more potent. Let's create more movement. More importantly, more goal-scoring opportunities for the lads. We'll kick this one off in the hopes of a good performance from the boys. Really frustrated at the end of the last game, obviously. This one, we want to do better. Now, I know it does sound salty when you're complaining about the game, but I don't mind losing matches. I want the career mode to be difficult. We haven't built the squad yet. I'm expecting it to be hard until we build the team. Just when you concede like that, though, it's just... I don't know. There's not much you could say but be angry. It was just ridiculous. It was a ridiculous way to concede a goal. And it was just, you know, crap, as I've said a few times. It was just crap. It ruins your enjoyment when it's an easy clearance, really. If they give a free kick there, I don't mind, and he takes the free kick quickly, but he doesn't. So it's just infuriating when that happens. They're going to be really difficult to deal with on the break. I can feel it already. You know, when they've touched the ball for all of 5 seconds, and you can already tell they've got Inaki Williams as well, who is absolutely rapid. Just, I feel like RB Leipzig built their squad just on FIFA with just pure athleticism and pace, and it is a nightmare to deal with. And Kunku, we come up against him again. He's absolutely mugged me off there. Go Kapue, get the ball back, and it will be a free kick to them. This is going to be a hard match. I know already that this is going to be a hard match. It's going to have been a tough episode, but we haven't lost 3 before in an episode. I don't want to be starting that now as Angelino goes close. I don't want to be starting that now. I don't want to be starting that trend. Pue there. Chukwueze. Danny Parejo. Gerard Moreno will try and nudge it through to Moy Gomez. Back-to-back games. Back-to-back goals for Moy Gomez. 1-0 Villarreal. Lovely. Fantastic goal. Gomez trying to come back across. Parejo ends up on the ball, though. Paco Alcacer will lift it. Chukwueze! Baby! 2-0 Villarreal. And this is what we needed from the boys. We needed to bounce back after that frustrating result against Betis. And this is the way to do it. To absolutely romp RB Leipzig here at home. This is the way to do it. It's lovely from Parejo, and it's very smart from Paco Alcacer to knock that across. Chukwueze scores the goal. Oh, Gerard Moreno takes a touch past the defender, and Moreno in this position does not miss, and it will be 3-0 Villarreal. Oh, how did we need this? How did we need this? Gerard Moreno makes it free, and I think I'm on form. I tried to flick it past him, and it worked. I mean, we took the touch to knock it past him, and it worked. And Gerard Moreno just does not miss those opportunities outside of the boot. Oh, 3-0. We might actually make it through against Leipzig. Let's stop being a negative Nancy now. We might make it through against Leipzig. This is an unbelievable performance. Gerard Moreno now nudges that across to Moy Gomez. Moy Gomez piling forward. Oh, he needs help, doesn't he? Needs help. Maybe should have made that pass. He's still got a football, though, Moy Gomez. Parejo now. He's not bad at passing the football. Gerard Moreno! Oh, well blocked. McKaylee needed to block that as well. Every shot we've had on goal so far has been dynamite. That's a huge block in the grand scheme of this tie for Leipzig, because if they concede another, you've got to say it's game over. Well, corner for us. We will whip this one in towards Gerard Moreno, of course, but wow, Inaki Williams is really tall as well. You know, I never knew how tall Williams was. I thought he was just a height style player. Oh, that's beautiful. Chukwueze whips it across. Gerard Moreno's in there. He can't get his head on it. That will be half-time, ladies and gentlemen, and 3 goals to the good. Would you have believed that? After that Betis game, would you have believed that we'd have come back and it'd be 3 goals to the good? I wouldn't, and I'm very happy with that. Well, they're having a good second half so far, and Inaki Williams gets a shot on target, and Rulli with the save. He needs a big game in this one because, let's be honest with you, boys, he's not been great, has he? They will whip this one into the box. They've got a lot of height. We've got Yannick Vestergaard, and then Upamecano kind of just hacks at it. Well, McKaylee's coming off now for them. I don't know who's coming on, as per usual. It doesn't tell me, but I think we might make some subs as well. We've got some more games coming up soon. It's Hendricks. Oh, that was an awful ball, and I weren't paying attention because I was trying to see who they brought on. Is Benjamin Hendricks, I believe it will be, in centre mid, which is interesting because McKaylee's played in midfield in this one, I think. I'm sure he has. So to bring on Hendricks, who I'm sure is a wing back, maybe McKaylee didn't play centrally. Oh, how unlucky is that? But Pau Torres doesn't mind. Oh, get the ball away. There we go. Danny Parejo now. What are the options? The options are Gerard Moreno or die. We can't find him. That's frustrating. Oh, we've got the advantage here now. Oh, Capue's been played in. How often does Capue get this kind of chance? It doesn't matter because we'll play it to Gerard Moreno, who will nudge it home. I wasn't confident with Capue there, I'm not going to lie. If it had been Moy Gomez, I'd have taken the shot on, but I just wasn't confident with Capue. And that will be 4, and this does lead me to believe now that we will make it through to the next round. Leipzig just haven't felt good in this one. They just haven't. We've got a runner. Paco Alcancer will nudge it to Jeremy. I think he's on. Jeremy will whip it in. Leo! Oh my God! What a goal! I don't know what's happened, boys. We couldn't do a thing in the last match. We couldn't do a thing in the last match after they scored. And we're absolutely tearing RB Leipzig open in this one. Jeremy crosses it in. It's his first touch. And Leao's first touch is to head the ball. And I don't know what kind of header you'd call that, but it's a goal. That's what you call it, a goal. 5-star performance here. 5 goals for Villarreal. And I think it's safe to say that we will be going through to the next round of the Europa League. I think this tie is done and dusted. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do have ourselves a victory in the episode. One that I wasn't sure we were going to get, but we did in the end. And it's an emphatic one here against RB Leipzig. A 5-0 victory. You can hear the fans in absolute uproar. What a masterclass this was from the boys. The yellow submarine. Oh, fantastic result. When the first 2 games of your episode go like that, that is the way that you end it. That is the way that you end it. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I've forgotten about the Betis result now. I don't care about that result. 4th in the league. Who cares? What I care about is that one, though. That was unbelievable. What a feeling. But anyway, boys, that's going to be it for this episode. Let's take a look what we'll be doing in the next one. We probably will play the second leg still, just because it's RB Leipzig. We will have Real Sociedad in the next episode as well. And maybe Celta Vigo. We can figure it out. I mean, the interesting situation is Real Sociedad and Abazual has 17 goals as well, so that'll be interesting. The 2 top goal scorers in the league going head to head against each other. But anyway, boys, that's going to be it for this one. I appreciate the support as per usual. Make sure to hit subscribe, the like button, comments, all that jazz. See you in the next one.